Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader Reading Books for You. Today, I will be reading Chapter 4 from Five Sisters, Warriors of Finella by Kathy Marwin. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chapter 4. The next day, Lou was in her room. Her dull, old, and dusty room was nothing like Isabella's large and luxurious room. In hers, she could only sit on the bed and stare at the dilapidated walls. For Lou, it was pure boredom, from which there was no way out. At the front door there was an escort whom the king and queen had instructed to accompany Lou, so that she would not leave the castle without permission again. There seemed to be no way out. The man, who had the role of companion, stood reluctantly in front of the door, doing nothing. Lou watched him for a moment. She really disliked him. Then she remembered yesterday's adventure. She remembered the strange girl, Anna Loken, and how they met by accident. She remembered her incredible ability to control seawater. All events from yesterday have been spinning in her head again. She had a feeling she was reliving that exciting day and all the oddities and adventures it had brought to her. But she couldn't do that again. The king and queen no longer wanted to tolerate her disobedience, so they appointed a companion. As she thought about it, Lou had an idea. She had something really weird on her mind. She decided to talk to her companion. "Hey, you! I need to talk to you," Lou shouted. He just turned and glared at Lou. Then she noticed how ugly that man really was. She was a little disgusted by his appearance. "What do you want, maid?" the ugly companion asked her. "Well, I wanted to ask you to let me out of here." "It doesn't work like that, little brat." "Wait a minute, I'm not that little. I am 19 years old," Lou said in anger. "Okay then, but you'd better learn to control yourself a little." Lou realized that now is a good time for her strange idea. "Listen, I know everyone in this castle well. You, like me, are just one of the court staff who is already a little tired of listening to the king and queen. You certainly want, how to say, a little more freedom, or at least time for yourself. Would you let me go if I gave you something in return?" "And what would that be?" Man said impatiently. At that moment, Lou took a gold bracelet from her pocket. She secretly found it in Isabella's room and took it for cases like this. "Maybe this gold bracelet. It belongs to the princess, but it somehow ended up in my pocket. Imagine what you could do with a piece of pure gold like this," Lou said, showing him the gold bracelet from all sides. I'm not sure," he muttered. "Oh, come on, trust me. Besides, it's not like you get offers like this every day," Lou insisted. "Oh, all right, you're free," he told her and took the gold bracelet. Then a smile even appeared on his face, and on Lou's face also. She immediately prepared for another trip. changed into yesterday's clothes, and ran to the sea as soon as possible. She knew exactly where she was going. She decided to visit Analokan again because she enjoyed her company yesterday. For a moment, it seemed to her that Analokan might be worthy of a true friend, but she was still not entirely sure. They just met yesterday, and she already seemed like an honest person to her. When she reached the shore, she jumped into the boat. She headed to the same direction as yesterday. As she traveled, she felt somehow carefree. She was not afraid of those sea beasts, but she kept a sword in her hand in case something attacks her again. Suddenly, she saw a small island. At first glance, it seemed to her that it was the same island where Analokan lives. But then she noticed something. The island was actually completely different. It was not green at all, but all gray without any colorful flowers. It also had a stone beaches shaped by the sea. It was also smaller and seemed abandoned. Lou was attracted to the islet. It seemed very mysterious and unexplored to her. She almost forgot how she wanted to go to Analokan. This seemed much more interesting now. She walked along the islet, watching everything around her. There wasn't much there, just one big stone slab. Lou approached cautiously to get a better look at it. When she got closer, she noticed some text. A text carved in stone probably contains something interesting, so Lou decided to read it. It read as follows. This is the legend of 5 sisters who will save Finella from evil rulers. They are actually quintuplets, and they also possess powers that seem incredible to ordinary people. One of them comes from an almost unknown place. She carries a special energy of as yet undiscovered power. The other one lives in a village near the kingdom. She is a dangerous girl, but she hides a lot of things. The third one is located in the west, on the edge of the largest village in Finella. Not much is known about her, only that she does not hide anything. The fourth one is from the east. She is a fighter and a fraudulent traitor. Be careful with her because she's not afraid to oppose you. The fifth sister lives in the castle itself, not as a princess, but as one of the employees. She possesses the greatest power, although she hasn't discovered it yet. When all 5 sisters join, they will create a spell so strong that they will defeat all the evil rulers, because they are the future heroines of Finella. That was the text. As soon as Lou read it, she was stunned. She wasn't sure if this legend was telling the truth, but she still doubted something. Then finally, everything was clear to her. First, her dream, then her feet, then this place, then the description of the 5th sister who seemed to have spoken about her. She realized that this was probably supposed to happen and that she must be the 5th sister. She had a feeling she had never experienced before. She felt that she belonged somewhere and that her life finally had a purpose. She believed that she was destined to become a warrior and to proudly defend her country. But that wasn't all that was going on in her head. One interesting idea came to her mind. She quickly took a piece of paper out of her pocket and wrote down that legend. She decided to fulfill what is written in the legend. For a beginning, she will set off and find the other 4 sisters, and then they will prepare for a possible fight in case Finella was attacked. She had no idea how she was going to do that. She just knew she wasn't going to give up on the idea. She decided to return to the castle, take some of her belongings, and set off. When she finds all the sisters, she will not return to the castle, but will begin to live a new life. She started to carry out her plan. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for Chapter 5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book.